This exploit is insane for leveling Merchant Alliance in Season 11, at least until it's patched, and it's easy to do solo and makes tons of gold as well. Before I get started, I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers, and if you could help me, that would mean a lot. This exploit is mainly used for Merchant Alliance, and it involves using massive amounts of Devil's Roar cargo stacked to sell all at one time. You do this very easily by going to an island in the Devil's Roar that has an NPC trader on it other than the outpost. I choose Ruby's Fall, and that's the one that I recommend you start on as well. Once you get to Ruby's Fall, or another island of your choice, position your ship so that you can easily harpoon items after you pick them up from the NPC, because you may be sitting here for a while. After your ship is in the right spot, put down an Executive Merchant Alliance Devil's Roar cargo run. This will drop 4 crates, 2 of them being Executive Merchant Alliance crates, and 2 of them being normal Devil's Roar ones. Now, the first one you put down should be on the island you are currently on. For me, that's Ruby's Fall. Now, if for some reason that isn't, I guess pick it up and put it down again, but it really should be. Like I said, it doesn't work on the outpost, so if you're on Ruby's Fall, you put down a Merchant Alliance quest, it should work. Once you've done that, collect the crates, place them in your spot where you can harpoon it, and load them onto your ship. Pretty simple. Try not to damage the bottles, swim with the cloth, you guys know, just don't damage the crates. Once you have the crates, go ahead and cancel that current voyage. You are now going to put down 6 of that same quest and cancel them in a quick succession. So you put it down, cancel it, put it down, cancel it, put it down, cancel it. You do that 6 times. Once you've done that, you are then going to put down a 7th version of the same quest. This 7th version will be for your current island again. If this isn't working, make sure you didn't miscount. But if you did this right, you will be able to just stack another 4, and you can just repeat this. So, yeah, not only will you be able to stack these crates, but most of the time they will also all sell to the same place. So if you're at Ruby's Fall, you could stack 100 crates, you could stack 1,000 crates, and you will be able to take all of them to sell at Roaring Traders, which is extremely more efficient than sailing in between each cargo run. You can now rinse and repeat this as many times as you'd like for insane profits. Hold on though. I will say, this is more efficient after reaching grade 5, and also there are a lot of issues and challenges that you could run into. So let me showcase all the challenges, all the risks, how to prepare for them, how to fix them, and all the other tips that I've found so that way you guys can actually do this effectively. Because though it is as simple as just getting your crates, there are a lot of things to watch out for. I will also show towards the end exactly how much golden reputation you can make off this method, or at least how much I did. The number one problem in the Devil's Roar doing these crates, and that is, as far as I know, the only way you can do these crates, is the volcanoes. As soon as the volcano at or near your island starts erupting, pick up anchor, start heading to that sell place. You might even already have your anchor up. Get out of there, because one hit from these volcanoes can destroy all your bottles. So like I said, get out of there quick, but don't worry, you will still be able to continue stacking, don't worry about it. After you get to your sell place, go ahead and sell your stuff. No reason to stack an extreme amount. I mean, you might as well sell them while you're here, and just keep doing the exploit there. Put down another quest, get your stuff, should be there on the first one, and then vote for 6 more, cancel them, put down your 7th one, grab it, keep doing the exploit. I follow a specific path that gives you a perfect loop to sell, and it takes care of the cargo runs that give 2 different places to sell. So first I start at Ruby's Fall. All of the Ruby's Fall crates sell to Roaring Traders. After I go to Roaring Traders, I sell all of them to Fetcher's Rest. And as you pick up from Fetcher's Rest, you can actually have 2 places to sell, which could be a problem, but it fits within the loop. The one option is that they sell to Ruby's Fall. The other option is that they sell back to Roaring Traders. What you're going to want to do is pick all of them up and just head back to Ruby's Fall. Sell all of the chests for Ruby's Fall there, and start picking up more from Ruby's Fall. After you decide to leave, you can take all of the ones that you still have from Fetcher's Rest, and all of the new ones you got from Ruby's Fall, and go sell them all to Roaring Traders at the same time. And you just continue this loop. Now, the one thing to make sure of is if you're at each island for a long time, make sure the crates from Fetcher's Rest do not expire. And that brings me to my next issue. It's pretty easy to avoid, but watch that expiration date to sell on each crate. It's available when you inspect its care instructions. Make sure that you don't go past that, because you really do not want to sell these late. If you have multiple expiration dates, one sooner than the other, put them in different piles. That way you can look at them, remember, and you can know which ones you got to sell first. This also brings me to another helpful tip. If you have to sell at multiple islands, or even to multiple NPCs, such as like at a sea post like Roaring Traders, there will be multiple NPCs on the same island. So make a stack for each one. Make a stack for, at Roaring Traders I think it's Eleanor, and then the Hunter's Call person. Make a stack for each one, and that will allow you to sell them more efficiently when you get there. You may also notice that all of my plant crates are in the bottom of my ship. This is because I keep water down there in the bottom of my boat to keep the plants hydrated and from changing state and losing value. If you don't do this, that's fine, you just have to water each plant manually, and after you get hundreds of them stacked, you really don't want to have to do that. So this is my advice to you to do. The only downside to that is your boat will be creaking the entire time, and if you're solo and you get killed by a rock flying from the sky, you may sink. But like I said, it's definitely better though than having to water every single one. Another downfall to this method is that grade 5 Reapers will be able to see you doing this and may head directly towards you, especially if they know what you're doing. The best way to avoid this is to not put your emissary up until after you have collected your crates. And don't worry, you won't be missing out on any emissary value because you don't get it until you sell. If you are doing this method as being spotted across the map as something you're worried about, keep in mind to sell all of the non-executive crates, the regular Devil's Cargo crates, first. They all raise the same emissary amount, but the executives are worth significantly more reputation in gold. So what I'm saying is, if you're not grade 5 yet, try and sell all of the non-executive crates first. That way the executive ones have a higher chance of being in that, level 3, 4, or 5 emissary zone rather than the 1 or 2. That way you get more golden rep for them. Now, if you aren't worried about being spotted on your mission, it's definitely safe to say that you may find it helpful to be already emissary 5 when you go do this, as it is a huge boost to your golden rep, and you kind of waste a lot of crates getting up there. This method is also almost faster solo. Now, it depends on the person in the group, obviously, but because you can vote and cancel your quests so fast, you can just get into that groove. You can do vote, cancel like 6 or 7 times, insanely fast if you're solo. Now, the delay isn't massive if you have a bigger group. It's definitely a small one, but as far as voting goes, you do have a little bit of an advantage if you are solo. Another problem that can happen at all when playing this game is if there are other players, you're going to have to go back to the basics, either fight or flight. Determine if they're a threat and determine how you're going to deal with them. The only last thing I have to say is to put bottles on the end of your boat. Now, this will give them a slightly lower chance of getting blown up, of getting broken. Say that you get hit by a meteor or a volcanic rock, but it will definitely stop them from being broken due to emergent events like skeleton ships and megalodons as you're sailing to sell. I'm going to provide you guys a shortened demo of how this works and show you guys what it looks like in real time and how to face all the challenges and what it's going to look like, and then I will showcase the earnings that I made during this demo. First, I normally do this to get the Devil's Roar. I vote for Shores of Gold. It just always gets me close to Ruby's Fall and Roaring Traders, so if whichever part of the loop you decide to start on, like I said, I started on Ruby's Fall, but I guess you could start on Roaring Traders if you decided. Either way, voting for Shores of Gold will get you close. Next, I headed straight to Ruby's Fall and just started. Put down the quest, do it, vote, cancel 6 more quests, then complete the 7th quest. It's very easy. Keep rinsing and repeating and stacking an insane amount of merchant crates. Remember to put water in your boat to keep your plants and keep the things in separate piles for different NPCs. Also, the way that I get water in my boat, I just run into the island, grab my first set of crates, and by the time I come back, there's normally enough water to support the plants. After Ruby's Fall started to shake a little bit and I had enough crates that I didn't want to risk, I decided to start heading towards Roaring Traders. Now, I probably could have stacked for longer, but I wanted to get grade 5 so I could showcase the difference between selling them at grade 1 and grade 5. On my way to Roaring Traders, I voted for Merchant Emissary at the outpost because you're going to pass right by it anyways, so you might as well. You'll actually pass right by it no matter which part of my loop you start on. So if you don't want to be spotted right away, definitely do that. If you want to put this up beforehand, just do it as soon as you pop up for Shores of Gold Tall Tale, and do it right before you head to Ruby's Fall or Roaring Traders. After I got to Roaring Traders, I made sure the nearby volcano wasn't erupting anymore. It took quite a while to wait for it. I then parked my ship where I'd be easily able to drop, sell all my items quickly, and pick up the next ones. Like I said, remember to sell all of your irregular crates first if you aren't Emissary 5. I went ahead and separated these while I was waiting for the volcano to stop erupting. I then started doing the same method at Roaring Traders, and I waited for the island over to start erupting, and then decided to start headed towards Fetcher's Rest. And as on my way to Fetcher's Rest, yes, it was erupting again, so I had to wait another like 10 to 15 minutes. That's the only other downfall to this that I could really find, is that you have to wait a little bit if the volcano's erupting because you don't want all your bottles to get broken. I did this for just under an hour. I just wanted to get a quick thing. It took me exactly 53 minutes, and that includes the volcanoes erupting. Total gold made is 282,983 gold. Now, if you did that for an exact hour, the exact way that I did it, you get about 320,000 gold an hour as a solo and getting interrupted quite frequently. The total reputation I made during my demo session was almost exactly 10 levels. And doing this, like I said, at 53 minutes, so it's about 10 to 12 levels per hour. For me, at the rate I was going solo, like I said, getting interrupted quite a bit. I've personally had really efficient sessions, and I know other people that have personally had similar sessions where I make almost 700k gold in 20 levels in an hour. And so that's my assumption of this exploit's potential. That's saying that there's no volcanoes erupting, you do really well, you pick up crates really fast, you're just good, you're just going. You can make about 700k gold an hour, maybe even a million if you had an insane crew, and 20 levels an hour. So like I said, max potential in my opinion. Freaking amazing though. If you guys have any tips that will make this even more efficient, please let me know in the comments below. You guys were a massive help in my last video helping me do so. And if you guys want a gold hoarder version of this where it makes a similar amount of gold and another insane amount of reputation, go check out my last video. Like I said in the beginning, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers and it would mean a lot if you liked and subscribed, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.